Welcome to CBTSport.net Game of the Week. Bringing you high school, college, amateur, semi-pro, and professional sports video from right here in Central Vermont. Over a decade of local Central Vermont sports video action. Get ready, because it's time for the CBTSport.net Game of the Week.
My daddy made this. Daddy!
From the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center, welcome to high school hockey action on CBTSport.net. Getting ready for boys D2 action for you on a Wednesday night. U-32 Raiders take it on the Linden Vikings. It's Jim Severance along with our broadcast crew. Our producer is Kenneth Brusso, and on camera is Sammy Tucker. U-32 Raiders and Linden hooking up in Central Vermont tonight. The records going into this one, U-32 is 10-2-2 on the season, and Linden comes in, the Vikings, at 5-7-2. U-32 Raiders are coming off a game we had for you on Monday. It was a makeup game, and it looked like the Raiders had things in control as they took on the Burlington Seahorses. They dominated most of the game, and they entered midway through the third period up 4-0. Well, then come the Seahorses. Raiders took a few penalties. The Seahorses buried one goal. They buried two more after that to make it 4-3. They could not tie it up, although in the final minute or so they had one quick shot on goal and a nice save by Monday's goaltender Duncan Matthews, and the Raiders escaped with a 4-3 win over the Burlington Seahorses in an exciting one that didn't look to be exciting, but that third period, the final few moments, certainly very exciting and a nail-biter for the U-32 Raider fans. For Linden, they're coming off a 6-2 win over St. Johnsbury. In that one, a big one for Alex Giroux. Giroux, 4 goals as he scored a pair of goals in the second period and a couple in the third period to lead the Vikings. Levi Mitchell and Adam Dusek also scored in that one for the Linden Vikings. Let's take a look at your lineups. First for the visiting Vikings, coming down from the Northeast Kingdom. They are a co-op team. There's a few North Country Falcons also on this squad. The first line, the center, is number 6, Alex Giroux. He is a North Country student, certainly one you want to keep an eye on. Number 6, Giroux, centers that top line with number 16, Adam Dusek, and number 15, Ashton Gould. Second unit for Linden is number 20, Atay Manor, centers that one with number 3, Ben West, and number 17, Griffin Goodhue. Third unit is centered by Caleb Grenier, number 13, with Logan Cross and Levi Mitchell. Defensive pairings for Linden, Andrew Menard wears number 10 paired with Theo Levine, number 18, and Jake Sandville, number 11, is paired with number 4, Zach Griffith. And Garrett Shatney will be in goal for the Linden Vikings. U-32 Raiders may be changing up their lines a little bit. I'm going to go with the lines that I had for the previous game, although we may see some different starters being announced. Their top unit, number 9, Ty Rossmassler, with number 20, Maddox Heiss, and number 13, Brendan Tedeschi. The second unit, number 21, Hazen Stouffer, with number 7, Lance Starr, and number 8, Colton Warren. Third unit, number 23, Joseph Tucker, with number 17, Jackson Jaggerman, and number 18, Cam Tatro. Defensive pairings, number 16, Nolan Lyford, with number 10, Grady Smith, and number 14, Max Scribner, with number 2, River Scarata. And it will be Henry Lumbra getting the start for the U-32 Raiders. Matthews played on Monday. With all these games scheduled this week, U-32 with the luxury of 2 very good goalies, and Lumbra gets the start in this one against the Linden Vikings. A good crowd here at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center. This is the second of 2. You heard Jess Hill call our first game. as the U-32 girls took on the tough Woodstock Wasps, and Woodstock skated away with a 5-1 win over the U-32 Raiders in girls hockey action. A very busy month of February for U-32. They opened their season with so many road games back to back to back, and now they are coming home. And we'll get into it during the broadcast. Look at the remainder of the U-32 schedule. Probably the toughest team as far as records go that U-32 is going to see the rest of the way into the playoffs is this team from Linden. And that mentioned the Vikings come in at a 5-7-2 record. I've seen the Vikings play one other time this season. It was early back in, I believe it was early January, late December. They took on the Spalding Crimson Tide, a D1 squad, and they skated to a 2-2 tie with Spalding. Starters being announced for the Vikings. We mentioned Garrett Shatney is your starting goaltender. We'll get the rest of your starters. The defensive pairings are Andrew Menard with Theo Levine. Alex Giroux will center that top line. 4 goals in the last game. Number 6, Giroux, is one to keep an eye on. And he skates with number 15, Ashton Gould, and number 16, Adam Dusek. Those are your starters for the Linden Vikings. Now we get your starters for the U-32 Raiders. Henry Lumbra in net for the Raiders in this one. Nolan Lyford being announced to the crowd. He is a senior defenseman. Ton of seniors on this U-32 squad. We've talked about it all season. This is their year to go deep, and currently they're in second place in Division II, just behind the Mount Mansfield Cougars. Lyford is paired with Grady Smith, and Ty Rossmassler will center this first line. And they are going to have Hazen Stouffer skating with Rossmassler on the first line. And Jackson Jaggerman. So U-32 mixing things up a little bit with their lines in this game against the Linden Vikings. We'll have your national anthem, and then we'll get ready to face it off with high school hockey action on CVTsport.net. With the playing of our national anthem, just about ready to face it off. High school hockey action on CVTsport.net. U-32 Raiders coached by Shane Locke, and the head coach of the Linden Vikings is Jeremy Roberge. Looking at the standings, we mentioned the Mount Mansfield Cougars, number 1 in D2. Number 2, the U-32 Raiders. Number 3, the Hartford Hurricanes with an 11-3-1 record. Number 4, the Burlington Seahorses, followed by the Rutland Raiders, or they're not the Raiders anymore. Let me call them the Rutland High School team. They are number 5 in D2, followed by the Stowe Raiders, the Milton Yellow Jackets, and Linden Vikings right now in 8th position. So the Vikings are playing for a chance. I know it's a little bit early, but the season is really moving up on us. And there are 16 teams in D2, so Linden wants to win as many as possible. They want to stay number 8 and number 9 because that's a difference of opening up your play down at home or on the road. As far as U-32, They will be at home if there is a play down. It kind of depends on a few factors. If number 16 Northfield decides they want to play, we won't know really until the end of the season on that. But I am guessing that if U-32 finishes second, they will have a play down game, and that'll be here at the Civic Center, as well as a quarter and a semifinal as long as they stay in second place. Teams are getting ready to take that opening draw. It'll be Ty Rossmassler for the U-32 Raiders, Alex Giroux for the Linden Vikings. U-32 back home this Saturday. We said a ton of home games. In fact, everything else on the schedule except for the closing game against Middlebury is home. They take on the Brattleboro Colonels 4:15 on Saturday. Stouffer takes the draw. Stouffer and Giroux, and the game is underway. Puck goes in the corner. Menard works it around the boards, was trying to get it over to Levine. U-32 will keep it in. It's thrown down low by Smith. Now Menard tries to get it out. Stolen away, though, by U-32 in the corner. Nice centering pass. Hazen Stouffer has it knocked off his stick, and then the puck is stripped away, and the Vikings will break the other way. Good speed coming in, and a nice setup there as the puck was set up front by Dusek to Giroux, and they just missed. Lumbra got the stick down. U-32 on a changeup, and this is going to be an icing on the U-32 Raiders. Just underway, 4:11 to go. In the first period, no score. Good quick movement for Linden up the ice, and Adam Dusek, who I don't believe when I saw Linden earlier against Spalding, he didn't play, but he's another player that can get up and down the ice for these Linden Vikings. Now here comes U-32. Heiss was looking for Tedeschi. Puck is going to be intercepted, though, fired back out to center ice. Vikings break it in. The puck is going to be blocked by Scarata. Scarata is out there with Amones for the U-32 Raiders as far as the defensive pairing goes. Puck goes back in the corner. I think it's Amends. I'll get all these U-32 Raider names right as the game goes through. Bouncing the puck. Nifty there trying to get that pass as Tedeschi was trying to get that to Colton Warren on a bouncing pass. Heiss gets a stick into it. Now the puck is going to be chipped down by Tedeschi. Vikings will start in their own corner. I believe that's Grenier. Fires it out. Kept back in by U-32. The puck will be down low. Giroux tries to work it around the boards, trying to get it over to Zach Griffith. Puck is taken right back by U-32. Puck fired in by Lyford. Goes off a Viking stick. Puck is stolen away, and a quick shot, and they score! The U-32 Raiders. Cal Davis picks up the loose puck. It was a North Country giveaway. Davis walks in and buries it, and at the 12:46 mark, U-32 takes a 1-0 lead. Callum Davis has been seeing more ice time recently for the U-32 Raiders, and the senior takes advantage of the giveaway, and U-32's on the board, 1-0. And they throw the puck to the bench, so my guess here is I'll find out officially between periods that may be his first varsity goal for the senior. I'll get that info as I go down between periods, but U-32 takes a 1-0 lead. Lyford trying to reverse the puck over. It was almost tipped away, though, by Ben West. West goes down, retrieving the puck. Now Stouffer fires it down low. Picking up the puck for Linden is Manor. Atay Manor tries to get it out. Puck is centered. And a quick shot by U-32 and a save by Garrett Shatney. Both teams will change things up. It'll be Maddox Heiss to take the draw on this one. I believe it's Heiss with a men's and Warren out there for U-32. Puck goes over the stick of Amends. It's ridden into the boards. Raiders in the own zone cross ice pass almost taken away. Now here's Warren. He'll fire it down low for Tedeschi. Tedeschi just overskates the puck, and it's taken back by Giroux. Giroux fires it down. It's right on the stick, though, of Scarata. Vikings try to get it out. They do to center ice, but the puck is taken away from Giroux. Almost a loose puck was picked up by Dusek. Now here's Warren along the boards. He will chase for the puck in the corner. Allen gets there for the Vikings. Now circling around, here's Giroux. Puck is kept in, though. Giroux stops. Looks up. Now they get the puck around the boards. Vikings will fire it in, and chasing for the puck is Logan Cross. Cross part of this third line with Grenier and Levi Michel. Puck goes back out to center ice. It's fired in by Amends. Chips right back down by U-32. Tucker in back of the net. Tried to work it out front. Taken back by the Vikings. Now here's Tucker. Has some open ice. Tucker goes over the blue line. Puck is stripped away eventually. It's taken back by Levi Michel. He'll fire it down into the Raider zone. Smith in the corner. Gets it over to Stouffer. Stouffer picks up his pass, goes off his stick, he retrieves it. Now Stouffer stops. Shot goes through. It's off a Viking stick, off a Viking skate, that is. Battle for the puck in the corner. It's kept in by U-32. 9:45 to go first period. Raiders lead it 1-0. Coming out of the corner, shot is blocked by Linden. Now a centering pass is tipped away by the Vikings. They will change up. Lyford giveaway pass on a stick, but on the changeup, Gould fired it in, but his line was changing off. Couldn't take advantage of the turnover by U-32. Here's Tedeschi. Tedeschi's pass is intercepted. That pass just trickled over the stick of Atay Manor. Shot is high over the glass. That shot was by Riley Allen. Manor tries to dig it out. It's going to go on the stick of Tedeschi. Tedeschi gets by one defenseman. Tedeschi trying to cut through the middle. Tried to cut through the middle, was losing the puck, still tried to use one hand to get a shot on goal. And the puck just coasted to the right side of the net. Cleared right out, though, by the Vikings. That'll be icing with 8:35 to go in the first period. 1-0 on the Callum Davis goal for the U-32 Raiders. Raiders looking for a win number 11 on the season. Davis on the draw, picking up the puck in back of the net is Zach Griffith. Vikings will do the self-pass off the board. It's going to go all the way down into the Raider zone. Picked up by Scarata, but he overskates the puck. Retrieves, though, gets it back. Scarata and Menz in the corner. The shot is fired high over the glass. Breakout pass from U-32's Cam Tatro. Stolen right back by Linden at center ice. Levi Michel will fire it down low. amends. The puck is taken away, but then taken right back. Tucker bounced that over to Tatro, a bouncing puck, but it's picked up by the Vikings. Collision at center ice. Viking shot is wide of the net. Lyford overskates the puck, and a hit there on a Linden Viking as Alex Giroux goes down. Stouffer throws it down. Jake Sandville in the corner will work it around. And here come the Vikings. Cutting in is Giroux, and picking up the rebound, they score. Alex Giroux worked it toward the front of the net, and it was Adam Dusek that buried it. And at the 7-11 mark, we are tied at 1 apiece on the Adam Dusek goal. The assist on that one will be Alex Giroux. Face it off back at center ice. It was Stouffer on the draw. Now Smith banks it off the boards. Thrown back in by the Vikings. Lyford will get there first for U-32. In getting a piece of the puck, though, is Manor. Puck goes back out, and it's thrown back in as Sandville, the defenseman, throws it in. Lyford will retrieve it. Smith retrieves it, rather, over to Lyford. Couple of Falcons, though, get in the way, try to keep the puck. Now it's chipped out by Jaggerman. Jason Richmond in back of his own net. Richmond works it around the boards, was looking for Allen. U-32 keeps it in. It's Davis in the corner. Puck is going to be cleared out by Linden. That'll be an icing with 6:09 to go in the first period. 1-1 tie between the U-32 Raiders and the Linden Vikings. Wednesday night high school hockey action for you on cbtsport.net. It'll be Maddox Heiss on the draw for the U-32 Raiders. Puck is kept in at the point by Lyford. His shot is wide, it's loose in front, and then it's cleared to the near side by Giroux. Good job keeping it in at the point as it's fired around. Trickling puck is taken by the goal scorer, Adam Dusek. Dusek goes over the blue line. Puck is then taken away. Giroux taken into the boards by Tedeschi. Vikings will fire it back down low. Now Lyford was looking for Tedeschi, and that will be icing. Almost went in on goaltender Garrett Shatney. .5:19 to go first period. Davis on the draw for U-32 against Caleb Grenier. Grenier, another one of the North Country Falcons on this squad. I don't know if I've called them the Falcons this game, but their jerseys are similar in color to what North Country used to wear. So if I do, my apologies. I called North Country hockey for 2 seasons about, 9 years ago, when called a lot of games from Jay Peak. Here's Scarata in back of the net. He banks it off the boards. Pass is going to be picked up along the board. It's Tatro, but it's stripped right away by Linden. Scarata backhands it back down. Vikings will get to the puck first. It's Sandville. throws it out, but it's kept in by U-32. They'll work the puck around over to Mitchell. Levi Mitchell in the corner with a host of players. Coming out is Tucker. It was in his skates. It was stripped away. Then Tucker gets it back. And finally, Linden able to fire it down into the Raider zone. U-32 starting their breakout, but stolen right back. Trying to cut through. Good defensive play as Jaggerman and another player got their stick in as Riley Allen was trying to go through. And that shot from Rossmassler just over the net. Didn't miss too much on the Ty Rossmassler shot. Here's a giveaway as Falcons come in. Shot is just over the net. That one had a lot on it from Tay Manor. Now they try to center it out front. But Hazen Stouffer gets a stick on it, gets it over to Rossmassler. He will fire it down low. Puck is in back of the net. Falcons come up with it. Vikings, that is. I knew I was going to do that. Rossmassler now drops it off to Tedeschi. Tedeschi with speed, but the puck is taken away. Now it's thrown out front, goes off the stick of Shatney. Great chance for U-32 as a stick goes flying up in the air, and covering up on the puck is Garrett Shatney. 3:08 to go first period, tied at 1 apiece. Falcons will work it around. Vikings, that is. Then it's fired out to center ice. Griffith now with the puck for Linden. And here come the Vikings. Good speed into the zone. It's Giroux scores. Alex Giroux makes a nice little deke at the last second and fires it home. And at the 2:43 mark, Linden takes a 2-1 lead. Giroux, who had 4 in his last game, has a goal and assist already in this one. Raiders will have to play from behind as the puck is fired away by Jacob Amends. Goes into the U-32 Raider zone. They center it almost on the stick of Stouffer. Now Stouffer's in front. It's pushed away by Griffith, though, as he was camped out for a little while. U-32 comes right back after surrendering the goal. Now there's a giveaway. Heiss with a shot that must have been deflected wide. Nice turnaround move. Vikings come away with it. They bank it off the boards. Rossmassler will fire it back down low. Vikings keep it in. They fire it down into the U-32 Raider zone. Well, that'll be an icing with 1:55 to go first period. Linden leads this one 2-1 over the U-32 Raiders. Puck is in the corner. Works it over into the near side. Now the puck will be fired around. Gets a piece of the netting. Looking into my defensive pairings for U-32, we have not seen Max Scribner. I'll keep an eye out for the number 14, but we haven't seen him out this game, so he may not be playing this game. That's one of U-32's high-scoring and puck-moving defensemen. Shot from the corner. That one goes off. Shatney deflects up high. And I guess it actually got a piece of the ceiling here. If you've never been to the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center, as hockey arenas go, it's a low ceiling. Not high and curved like UVM's Gutterson Fieldhouse and many of the other arenas around the state. Puck is going to be thrown back to center ice. Here's Tedeschi. Nice move around one player. Tedeschi retrieves the puck. It goes off his stick. Shot gets through. Shatney with a save. Another centering pass is just wide. Heiss is in front of the net, looking for a redirect. Now another shot is going to be stolen away. Potential break here for Linden. Coming in, and the puck is hacked away, as breaking in was Adam Dusek, who has a goal in this one. Now the other way, here comes Leifert. The defenseman rushes it out. Leifert, though, tries to make his move, but the puck trickles off his stick. Griffith did get a stick in there, harassing Leifert a little bit. Now the Vikings go the other way. Snapshot. Save as it bounces off the blocker of Lumbra. Heiss will bank it off the boards. Falcons will fire it back in. Scarata around the boards. Player wide open in front, and they score. A beautiful pass as West leaves the puck to Atay Manor. And Manor buries it with only 18 seconds to go. 18 seconds to go in this first period. It is 3-1. Manor from West being in the right place at the right time. And a quick shot there that goes off the chest of the goaltender. Lumbra, only 7 seconds in the period. Scarata will just hold it up with his skates against the boards, and the first period comes to an end. And a lot of the fans here at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center are shaking their heads a little bit. U-32 opened up the scoring. They got a goal at the 12:46 mark from Callan Davis, which we believe is his first varsity goal. But after that, it has been Linden taking advantage of their opportunities. And they've had like 3 good scoring opportunities. They have buried all of them. Adam Dusek scoring from Giroux at the 7:11 mark. Then Alex Giroux scoring. And then the goal we just described, it was Atay Manor from Ben West on a beautiful pass. Nothing the goaltender could do on that one. Lumbra, it was just a tic-tac pass into the net. And after 1 period of play, Linden leads U-32 by a score of 3-1. It's high school hockey action at cbtsport.net. Jim Severance alongside with the play-by-play. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with second period action for you very shortly.
Vermont middle and high school students can start college for free at the Community College of Vermont. Get a taste of college life and learn about options after high school by attending an Access Day and enrolling in our Intro to College and Careers class. Juniors and seniors are eligible for 2 dual enrollment vouchers, each good for 1 free CCV course. And seniors can complete their last year of high school and first year of college at the same time through the Early College Program. They can even stay at CCV and earn a free associate degree through the McClure Free Degree Promise. Learn more at gotocollegevt.org.
This local sports video production is made possible by Maplewood Travel Service and Information Center, off Exit 7 in Berlin, featuring gas, diesel, excellent food from the deli, an exploration-worthy beer cave, and an extensive selection of candy, snacks, and soft drinks. With Maplewood locations off Vermont 14 in South Barrie, off Exit 3 in South Royalton, off US 2 in Waterbury, and on South Main Street in Rutland. When you are on the road, Maplewood is the place to go. Made possible by locally owned Packard Fuels, located in East Montpelier, Vermont. Packard Fuels is a proud supporter of local athletics and community events. Packard Fuels provides home heating oil and service throughout central Vermont. Owned by Ellery Packard III, Packard Fuels, 802-262-3835. Packard Fuels, keeping you warm.
Mark and I worked at Berrytown Elementary School when we were in college. We're both very family-oriented and community-driven.
Barry has a special place in our heart, obviously being our hometown.
When I met Mark and Ruben, they were college grads. 7 years later, they manage over 750 units in Vermont. In their spare time, they give back to the people they grew up with.
There are people in our community who are battling childhood cancer. This organization doesn't just financially fund their hospital bills, we actually help them out with the day-to-day expenses.
Local business owners, local community members, just a lot of local people that are congregating to help raise a lot of money for these families.
In small towns everywhere across America, this story gets repeated over and over. Local businesses coming together to support their friends, neighbors, and customers.
Our priorities and the bank's priorities align. We're all trying to make the community a better place.
Coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out.
This game is also made possible by Vermont Fellowship of Christian Athletes, established in 1954, a community working to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. You can find more information at fcavermont.org, and you can contact them by email at glennolson@fca.org.
This game was made possible by Tournament Specialties, Central Vermont's corporate and team apparel specialists. If you are looking for an updated look for your business or want the latest look for your sports team, Tournament Specialties is the place to contact. Along with their embroidery and ink decorating services, they also work with groups who want a storefront to sell their items. A great way to fundraise without upfront cost and risk. Email Jeff at Tournament Specialties to learn more. tournamentdesigns@gmail.com.
From the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center, teams are back out on the ice, getting ready for second period action. Linden Vikings and the U-32 Raiders. Linden leads this one by a score of 3-1 after one period of play. Recapping your scoring, U-32 Raiders got on the board first. It was the first varsity goal for Callum Davis. The senior scored at the 12:46 mark of the first period. Raiders out in front 1-0. Then it was basically U-32 dominating for a while, but not putting the puck in the net. And at the 7:11 mark of the first period, Adam Dusek, who skates on this first line, showed some of his skill as he got into the zone. He scored from Alex Giroux, tied things up at 1 apiece. Then it was Giroux scoring from Zach Griffith, giving the Linden Vikings a 2-1 lead, and they added that third goal in the final minute of the first period. It was a Tay Manor from Ben West, and that's where we stand. U-32 Raiders are down in this one to Linden by a score of 3-1. See if the Raiders come out of the locker room fired up. As I mentioned, pretty good crowd here. This is the second of two games. In our first game, it was the girls taking on the Woodstock Wasps, and the Wasps, the defending champions in D2, skated away with a 5-1 victory. Caitlin Fielder scored the lone U-32 Raider goal in that earlier game. Ready for second period action. Giroux on the draw with Rossmassler, and a quick shot right off the bat was Dusek, I believe, and it went off the goaltender Henry Lumbra right off the bat in this period. Now here's Tedeschi, picks up the puck in the Linden zone. U-32 would try to set things up. They throw it out front, and then the puck is going to be cleared wide as they threw it out front to Jaggerman. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. Split second, the puck was in front of the goaltender Garrett Shatney, and then the puck was covered up. Jaggerman will hand the puck over to the officials. We do get a change-up for Linden. They bring up at that second line with Manor, West, and Goodhue. It'll be Goodhue to take the draw. Face-off win by U-32. They work it around for Leifert. His shot is just wide as it got all the way through. Now Tedeschi picks it up. There's a one-timer. It goes off a skate of a Linden player. Rossmassler digging in the corner, works it back to the point. Shot is going to be blocked, and breaking the other way. Give and go pass. It's Goodhue now breaks in, but the puck is taken right back by U-32. Rossmassler fires it back as U-32 will reset. Leifert was firing the puck over. It goes off his stick. It's going to be fired back down by the Linden Vikings. Manor. Giroux ready to break into the zone, but he overskates the puck. Giroux battling along the boards with a couple of Raiders. Tedeschi's going to come out with it. Three defenders back as Brendan Tedeschi winds one, gets the upper glass. Another shot is high over the net. That one from Hazen Stouffer. U-32 keeps it in, coming off the bench. Centering pass, and a nice save there by Shatney. Players go into the crease, and we draw the whistle as Heiss had a nice setup there for Colton Warren. As U-32 work the puck in back of the net out front. Garrett Shatney, though, was down and covered up the puck. Giroux and Stouffer on the draw. It's going to go all the way back into the U-32 Raider zone. Scarata with the puck. It's tipped away. Scarata works it around to Stouffer. Stolen away, though, by Linden. They keep it in the zone. They find the open point. That's West with a shot, almost deflected to the weak side with a player wide open. Letting that shot go was Griffith, rather. Where's number 4? Almost a bouncing puck leading to a golden Viking scoring opportunity. Now the battle continues on in the corner. First, the Vikings come out with the puck. Now the Raiders do. They'll backhand it to center ice. It's going to be picked up. One defender back, and trying to cut through the D was Colton Warren, but he was on the tail end of a shift, so he'll go off. Vikings cross ice pass is knocked down by Jagerman, but the Raiders were offsides. 12:17 to go in the second period. Linden leads this one by a score of 3-1. So far, a scoreless second period. Manor on the draw for the Linden Vikings. Raiders will throw it in. Chasing for the puck in the corner, it's Richmond. Richmond fires it out, but it goes just past West. Now a shot from the point. That was tipped by Jagerman. U-32 with good puck movement now, as they do have Linden running around. That shot, though, is wide of the net. Lyford will try to get it to Jagerman. It's going to go in the corner. Puck is dug out by Tedeschi. And as they touch up, we'll see if Tedeschi's going to the box for U-32. And it will be. Brendan Tedeschi goes in the box for the U-32 Raiders. Vikings will go on the power play. That's our first penalty so far this game. They'll bring Alex Giroux out to take the draw. That is going to be kept in at the point. Using his glove to keep it in is Dusek, as he plays the point, kind of quarterbacks the power play for Linden. As I say that, now he cuts in back of the net. Shot is deflected. We've talked about it before. U-32 is dangerous when they're shorthanded with so many players with good speed. Now Stouffer doesn't give up on the puck, centers it, and Shatney comes up with the save. Stouffer had two chances there for U-32. The first one was right along the post, and then it bounced off the pad of Shatney, had his second chance. And Shatney, strong with the pads, kept that one out of the net. However, the Vikings will draw a penalty. Penalty, I believe, is on Manor for Linden. So we'll play some 4-on-4 hockey. 30 seconds has run off so far from the Viking penalty, from the earlier penalty rather, the one on Tedeschi, the Raider penalty. 4-on-4 hockey, face-off win by U-32, but it goes by Lyford. Puck is stripped away from Lyford, and coming in and ringing the post is Adam Dusek. Could hear that one from a mile away. Now it's in front, and Lumbra gets a piece of it and just fires it down. It's going to go all the way down, and we're playing 4-on-4, so that'll be icing. Adam Dusek so far has had a heck of a game for these Linden Vikings. That'll be another icing on U-32. 56 seconds on the penalty to U-32's Tedeschi, and 127 on the penalty to the Vikings' Ate Manor. Four-on-4 goes down into the Linden zone. It's fired out, intercepted, and the U-32 will cut in. Lyford takes it all the way around the boards. Digging for the puck is Warren. It's going to be picked up, though, by Levine. Levine cross-ice pass is going to go on a Raider stick. in 20 seconds. Raiders will have a short power play. They managed to stay on sides on that rush by Rossmassler. Now a pass over to Giroux. Giroux tries to cut through, but a Linden player was already in the zone, couldn't get back on time. Vikings are off sides with only 5 to go on the penalty to Tedeschi, 35 to the penalty to Manor. So U-32 will get a short power play. Penalized player is back on. Tedeschi steps onto the ice for the U-32 Raiders. Vikings, though, able to clear it all the way down. That's Jake Sandville fired that down for Linden. That one went off the stick of Tedeschi. Banking it around the boards as Griffith gets it over to Giroux. Dusek tries to get it out. Tucker now with it for U-32, but it goes right on the stick of Griffith. Griffith stays with it. He's ridden into the boards right in front of the Viking bench. Now here come the Raiders. Splitting the D, one defender back. Puck is thrown out front. Nobody there, though, for U-32. That was by Jacob Amends. There's a shot, goes off the blocker of Lumbra. A second chance for the Vikings, and Lumbra comes up with the save. 2 chances for Ben West of Linden. They will clear things away in front of the net. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. All the penalized players are back. 8:35 to go, second period. Puck is kept in by Jason Richmond. Raiders try to go high off the glass. That's going to be icing, though, on U-32. Face it off again, back down in the U-32 Raider zone. Colton Warren out to take the draw for U-32. Against Manor for the Vikings. Backhanded down low by West. Believe he got the puck, got a piece of the netting. They bring the face-off down in the zone. Referee may have signaled a high stick. Face-off win by Rossmassler. Puck is in the corner. Jaggerman battling with the other number 17, which is Riley Allen. Shot is wide by Tedeschi. Rossmassler keeps it in. Rossmassler with a shot and a save from Shatney as Ty Rossmassler had a nice look there for the U-32 Raiders. Tedeschi and Jaggerman near the front of the net. If there was any rebound, but there wasn't, Shatney held on. Giroux, Dusek, and Gould come out for Linden. That's a rebound, juicy rebound there for a second, that shot from the point. And here comes Dusek. Dusek tries to cut around the defender, but a good defensive play getting the stick in there and knocking that puck away. Was either Smith or Leifert. Now a centering pass by Dusek that went off the pad of Lumbra, and U-32 will break the other way, but it's kept in by Adam Dusek. Now it goes over Tedeschi's stick. Off the boards, looking for Giroux. Giroux tips it. Lyford got a piece of Giroux, and now Giroux takes Lyford down. And we're going to see if it's a matching penalties or what they're going to call right here, as the referee was ready to make the initial call on the hit on Giroux, which is just over the blue line. I believe that was going to be a U-32 Raider penalty. And then we see if Giroux's going to get a retaliation penalty or what's going to be called. Right now they're putting the U-32 penalty up on the board. And that may be it. The U-32 penalty for interference didn't catch the number, but that's the only call. So Linden Vikings up 3-1 will go on a power play here in the second period. Raiders clear it down. Jake Sanville in back of his own net. Sanville gets it over to Riley Allen. Allen, good speed, stops, but the puck is picked up. They try to backhand it in. U-32 able to clear it out to center ice. It goes on the stick of Menard. Menard will fire it down low. Blocked by U-32, but taken right back. Here's West. West tried to drop it back to the point. Point man, though, was out of the zone. Menard now again for the Vikings. Fires it in, not missing the ref by much. And River Scarata is able to clear it out for the U-32 Raiders. They've killed off 1 minute of this Linden Viking power play. Second half of the power play, they bring out their top line. Here's Giroux. Giroux over to Dusek. Dusek cuts in, still has the puck, circles around. Still has it. Good puck movement, shot from the point is blocked. A second shot, and it's kept in. Dusek with a quick snapshot. That one went off Lumbra, and it's going to be cleared out by U-32. 31 to go on the Viking power play. 5:24 to go, period. Vikings at center ice. It's Ben West. West banks it off the glass, retrieves his own pass off the boards. West circles, stops. Looking to set things up, trying to get that back to Griffith. Tipped away by U-32. Player could not get a step on him, though, and break in. That was Maddox Heiss. It did tip that puck away. Penalized player is back on. Coming in, shot is up high. A clean look. Now Griffith in the corner feeds it down low. Taken right back by U-32. That's going to be an ice. With 4:38 to go in the second period, U-32 down 3-1 against the Linden Vikings. So far what has been a scoreless second period. I think I may have said third period. We are in the second here at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center. It'll be Caleb Grenier to take the draw for the Linden Vikings. Wins it for a quick snapshot, but it's blocked. And here comes U-32. Bursting in, cutting through the defense is Tedeschi. Tedeschi centers it. There was a bouncing puck for Stouffer. Bounced over a stick, though. Now Tedeschi digs it out again. Rolls off his stick back out to center ice. U-32 will have to reset. Chatney with a save on the long shot. Lyford digs it out. Puck is taken back by the Vikings. They fire it into the U-32 bench, fired in by Logan Cross. So far, a scoreless second period at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center. The hometown fans would certainly like to see the Raiders get at least one so they could draw within one goal, but they haven't had a lot of quality shots on Shatney. Ross Massler was trying to center that one. Maddox Heiss with it. There's a shot and a tip, and there's a nice save as Jagerman had the redirect on that. Shatney, a good job on the Jagerman redirect. Falcons are offsides. Vikings, I should say, are offsides. With 3:36 to go in the second period. Giroux to take the draw. Puck fired down low by Jake Samville. Player in front as they fire it out front, and it was on the stick of Dusek for a split second. He couldn't get a quality shot off. And that will be icing. Puck moves slow down there with a little more snow on the ice as we enter the final portion of the period. Raiders will bring out Tedeschi with Warren and Stouffer against Manor with West and Goodhue. Refs having just a brief discussion with the U-32 bench. Doesn't seem to be a heated discussion with head coach Shane Locke. And they're putting a penalty up. Must be a bench penalty on U-32. Didn't see the signal, so it has to be a bench penalty on the U-32 Raiders. So the Vikings will get yet another power play. We kind of saw this in the game against Burlington, where U-32 took some consecutive penalties and they got burned by the Seahorses. They eventually won the game. U-32 will have to kill this one off. Just offsides is Ben West. .303 to go, second period. Linden Vikings on a power play, already up 3-1. They will reset. Nice crisp pass over to Alex Giroux. Dusek comes in and takes the puck away. Now they work it back to the point. Now they go down low to Gould. Actually, Gould's in front of the net. Nice setup there for Dusek. Misfired on that one. Now Giroux goes back to the point. Shot is blocked by U-32. A potential breakout here. Tedeschi is able to get the puck over to Scarata. Here comes Adam Dusek, smooth skating player over the blue line. Dusek cuts in all the way through, fires the shot, may have gone off the glove of Lumbra. Golden scoring opportunity there. And Giroux fires a shot in, and a save there by Henry Lumbra. Still 49 to go on this power play. Vikings had a great look there to take a 4-1 lead. 4-1 lead as right now they lead U-32 3-1. Grenier on the draw. A win back at the point. That shot got all the way through. The faceoff win went back to, I believe it was Levine let the shot go. .30 seconds on the power play, and Stouffer is able to get the puck out to center ice. Menard fires it back down, and it's fired back down into the stolen away briefly. Good job by Jagerman trying to make something happen. Short-handed, Jagerman shot from an angle was blocked by Shatney. Jagerman not giving up here and keeps the puck in. They're the battle of the 17s, Jagerman and Allen. One final shot, and the penalized player will be back on by U-32. That wrist shot from Riley Allen, not far over the net. Penalized player is back on for the U-32 Raiders. And Garrett Shatney will cover up the puck. Down to 1:03 to go in the second period. Vikings lead at 3-1. Face-off win by U-32. A traffic shot is wide of the net. Heiss tried to center it with a backhander. Stouffer tried to shuttle it toward the front of the net. Heiss tries to dig it out of the corner with Stouffer coming in. Tedeschi got a stick on it. Tedeschi was hooked, I believe. We'll see if they make the call. Meantime, play continues on as U-32 has the puck. Yeah, it is a Tedeschi penalty, but he scores! Brendan Tedeschi found a little room inside post, and it's 3-2. With only 34.5 to go period, huge goal for U-32 to cut the lead to 1 on the Brendan Tedeschi goal. We'll get the assist between periods. We're behind the glass, so if I totally am quiet and stick my ear sometimes to the glass, I can hear the PA announcement. We'll get them official between the periods. But Tedeschi with a nice goal for U-32. And there's a quick shot. Shatney with a save. It went off his skate as he sprawled out and covered that one up. Now Manor breaks into the U-32 Raider zone. U-32 will try to get one final gasp here with only 7 seconds to go period. However, the puck is going to be trapped up against the boards by Manor. A little pushing and shoving there between Tedeschi and Griffith, and the period comes to a close. So the U-32 Raiders draw within 1 late in the second period. However, the Vikings still lead this one by a score of 3-2 over the U-32 Raiders, 2 periods down here at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center. It's Jim Severance with your play-by-play, along with Kenneth Brousseau, our producer, and Sammy Tucker on camera. 2 periods down, and it's Linden 3 and the U-32 Raiders 2. High school hockey action on cbtsport.net. We're back with the third period at about 10 minutes.
Vermont middle and high school students can start college for free at the Community College of Vermont. Get a taste of college life and learn about options after high school by attending an Access Day and enrolling in our Intro to College and Careers class. Juniors and seniors are eligible for 2 dual enrollment vouchers, each good for 1 free CCV course. And seniors can complete their last year of high school and first year of college at the same time through the Early College Program. They can even stay at CCV and earn a free associate degree through the McClure Free Degree Promise. Learn more at gotocollegevt.org.
This local sports video production is made possible by Maplewood Travel Service and Information Center, off Exit 7 in Berlin, featuring gas, diesel, excellent food from the deli, an exploration-worthy beer cave, and an extensive selection of candy, snacks, and soft drinks. With Maplewood locations, off Vermont 14 in South Barrie, off Exit 3 in South Royalton, off US 2 in Waterbury, and on South Main Street in Rutland. When you are on the road, Maplewood is the place to go. Made possible by locally owned Packard Fuels. Located in East Montpelier, Vermont, Packard Fuels is a proud supporter of local athletics and community events. Packard Fuels provides home heating oil and service throughout central Vermont. Owned by Ellery Packard III, Packard Fuels, 802-262-3835. Packard Fuels, keeping you warm.
Mark and I worked at Berrytown Elementary School when we were in college. We're both very family-oriented and community-driven.
Barry has a special place in our heart, obviously being our hometown.
When I met Mark and Ruben, they were college grads. 7 years later, they manage over 750 units in Vermont. In their spare time, they give back to the people they grew up with.
There are people in our community who are battling childhood cancer. This organization doesn't just financially fund their hospital bills. We actually help them out with the day-to-day expenses.
Local business owners, local community members, just a lot of local people that are congregating to help raise a lot of money for these families.
In small towns everywhere across America, this story gets repeated over and over. Local businesses coming together to support their friends, neighbors, and customers.
Our priorities and the bank's priorities align. We're all trying to make the community a better place.
Hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out.
This game is also made possible by Vermont Fellowship of Christian Athletes, established in 1954, a community working to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. You can find more information at fcavermont.org, and you can contact them by email at glennolson@fca.org.
We are back at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center, getting ready for another one that looks like it's going to go down the wire. U-32 Raiders taking on the Linden Vikings. Boys hockey action, D2 action. After 2 periods, it's Linden leading U-32 by a score of 3-2. As the U-32 Raiders are able to cut into the lead and get a late goal in the second period. The goal by Brendan Tedeschi, just as Tedeschi had drawn a penalty. And U-32 did have the extra attacker out there, but they didn't need to touch up on the puck because Tedeschi just stayed with the puck and ended up burying the goal. He'll take that over the penalty anytime. And U-32 cuts the lead to 1. Scoring in this one, Callum Davis with the goal for U-32 and Tedeschi with the other goal. And for the Linden Vikings, Adam Dusek, Alex Giroux, and Atay Manor have scored for Linden. Here we go, third period action. Stouffer on the draw with Giroux. Underway with third period action. Lyford looking for Colton Warren on that pass. It's going to go down into the Viking zone. Almost picked up at center ice, but kept in by the U-32 Raiders. Now skating in. Heiss trying to drop that pass off and breaking the other way. Here comes Dusek. Dusek centered it, was looking for Giroux. They play so well together. Dusek gets back on D, steals the puck, circles around. Dusek still with it. Finds the open point for a shot. It was blocked by a U-32 player, digging it out of the corner. And it's forced toward the front of the net. Helmet is lost by Lumbra. Little pushing and shoving and a stoppage of play. 14:05 to go, 3-2. Between periods, was talking a little bit with some folks here about Adam Dusek, number 16 for Linden. I did an earlier game when they played Spalding, and I just took a look at the roster, and he wasn't on it. So obviously the Linden fans know, must have come aboard and started mid-season, and that's one skilled player out there wearing number 16 for the Linden Vikings. Ross Massler on the draw. Draws one by the U-32 Raiders. Scarata goes around the boards, looks for Jaggerman. Jaggerman trying to get it back to Ross Massler. Ross Massler will bank it off the boards. He'll chase for the puck with Sandville in the corner. Now they go back to Amends. His shot is knocked down. It's going to go back on the stick of Scarata. Scarata over to Amends. That'll be icing, though, on the U-32 Raiders with 13:35 to go, third period. Raiders need one to tie it up against the Linden Vikings. Next Raider game is coming up Saturday, 4:15 here at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center against Brattleboro. Jess Hill will be describing that game right here on cvtsport.net. We also have a Spalding boys and girls doubleheader coming up Saturday. I'll have those games for you. cvtsport.net. Here's Tedeschi. Was looking for Jaggerman. Tedeschi picks up the puck. Nice move around one player, around two. Tedeschi cuts toward the front of the net, and he is just barreled into. Tedeschi is taken down. His helmet comes off. He's going to skate off. He's okay. He is just barreled into by two Linden Vikings. Referee coming over to the Linden to U-32 bench. And talking with the bench. There was no penalty on the play. I don't know if he's given a warning about someone unsportsmanlike. That U-32 has already received, I believe, one bench penalty. That was late in the second. Play continues on. It's Scarata. River Scarata gets it over to U-32's Cam Tatro. Now a shot from the point. Glove save. No, he missed the puck. It went outside of the net. Was Shatney right out in front. Couple of chances there for U-32's Tatro, and he just missed as the Raiders are able to center that puck. Now it's going to be fired down low. Vikings center it. There's no one there, but they're able to keep it in. Pass goes over the stick of Tucker. It's going to be picked up, though, by Sandville. Now Riley Allen in his own zone. Allen looks up. Coming in, quick snapshot is wide of the net. Letting that shot go is Manor. It's going to go down into the Linden zone. They will set up again. Pass for Manor, now stolen by U-32. Trying to throw it toward the front of the net was Heiss. It got through the slot area. Puck is going to be kept in at the point by Lyford. Goes back to Heiss. His pass, though, off the boards. Couldn't connect, and Linden will break it the other way, but the puck is taken away from West. U-32 goes the other way, but the puck is stripped away. It's going to go down into the Raider zone. Smith will bang it around the boards, and West will dig it out. Two Raider players collide. West stays up. West lets a chip shot go just over the net. Giroux keeps it. Giroux goes back to the point. Now Warren puts Giroux into the boards, and the puck is going to be cleared out to center ice. Linden will have to clear the zone. Now cutting in with a nice look. Lumbra with a save, a rebound right in front of the net. Henry Lumbra again loses the helmet. Immediate whistle on that one, as there's some jamming in front of the net. That time cutting out of the corner. I don't believe it was Dusek that made that move. It may have been Levine, the defenseman, that broke in. .11:03 to go. Raiders need one to tie it up. Giroux and Ty Rossmassler on the draw. Scarata works it around the boards, kept in, though, by Linden. They go back to the point for a shot, and the save by Lumbra. Pinching along the boards, keeping the puck in. Here's Dusek in the corner. Puck is going to be centered. Scarata through a lot of traffic. Can't get it out. Goes on the stick of Tatro. Now he will get it out. That's going to be icing, though, on the U-32 Raiders. A lot of cramped quarters that time, as no one could get that puck out of the U-32 Raiders zone, as there was a host of Linden Vikings and a host of Raider players trying to get something going. Stouffer to take the draw for U-32. And Manor for Linden. Face-off win, and the shot is fired just wide by West. That was a nice look for Ben West. Hard work in the corner. It's Stouffer up against the boards with Manor. Warren tries to dig the puck out. West gets his stick in there. Warren looked like he was hooked by West. Play continues on. Now here's Stouffer. Here goes Hazen Stouffer. Over the blue line, cuts right down the middle. Shot is deflected over into the corner. With 9:39 to go, third period. Vikings leading this one by a score of 3-2. Rossmassler to take the draw. Puck is centered, but it's going to be cleared back out by Linden. Smith off the boards. Taken right back by Giroux. Giroux cuts toward the front of the net. It's going to be cleared over into the corner, but it's picked up by Adam Dusek. Dusek centers it. Smith picks up the puck. .908 to go. U-32 Raiders with only two losses on the season. 10-2-2 against these Linden Vikings, who are giving it their all in this game. No doubt about this one. Linden comes in at 5-7-2. Trying to do the behind-the-back pass was Grenier. Cutting in toward the front of the net and then taken down is Atay Manor. Now it goes over to Tedeschi. Tedeschi, who has one of the U-32 Raider goals, the other by Davis. Now puck will be kept in by Leifer. They bring it right out front for a shot from Tedeschi, and it may have got a piece of the goaltender. Golden chance there for U-32. A one-timer, and just missing that one is Stouffer. Nice pass from the point from Jacob Amends to Stouffer, and they missed on it. Now drop pass looking for Hazen Stouffer, but it's going to be picked up by Giroux. Giroux over to Dusek. Dusek comes in, glove save by Lumbra. 8:05 to go, third period. U-32 Raiders down by 1. It'll be Stouffer on the draw. Amends around the boards, was looking for Hazen Stouffer. He gets a stick on it. Griffith, though, the stick on it was inside, though, the center ice, so that'll be icing. Cranking some pit ball here between the play there. A little fireball action as Scarata tries to get the puck over to Heiss. Stays in play just below the netting. Now Colton Warren takes the puck away, but it slides off his stick as he's ready to break into the zone. Scarata now gets it over to Maddox Heiss. Heiss fires it down low. Warren in the corner will try to dig it out. Puck is going to be picked up, though, in the corner. Stopping is Giroux. Giroux trying to get it over to Griffith. Gets it over to Dusek. Don't give him much open ice. Here comes Adam Dusek. Dusek tries to do a nifty move to get around Scarata. He can't. Going the other way. Here's Tedeschi. Two defenders back. Tedeschi with a shot. There's one for the highlight reel. Beautiful glove save there by Garrett Shatney. I think Tedeschi was thinking, should I split the D? Should I fire the shot? He fired the shot, fired a good one, but quick with the glove, and the save by Shatney. Puck will be kept in by Leifert, but it's going to be taken right back by Linden. Cutting around the player, but losing the puck is Allen. Allen, though, will dig it out of the corner. He'll trap it. Allen finds an open player for a quick shot. That went off a skate of a U-32 player. Now another centering pass that's going to go right on Jagerman's stick. Jagerman over to Tedeschi. But Tedeschi, the puck was taken away by Manor, got a stick on it as Tedeschi was getting ready to skate into the zone. Shot from Tedeschi is blocked. Covered up actually by the goaltender, Garrett Shatney. As time is working its way down, 6:12 to go, third period. Every game is a big one for the U-32 Raiders. During the next stoppage, I'll explain how if the Raiders don't win this one, certainly could come playoff time, could come back to haunt them for home ice in the game, but we'll do that when we get a stoppage. Meantime, Lyford gets it to Heiss. Taken back by Linden. It'll go down into the Raider zone. Dusek in the corner with Smith. Dusek comes out with it. Now it's taken back by Heiss. 3 defenders back, though, for Linden. You can see what their game plan is. The rest of this one, protect that lead. Giroux goes around the boards, was looking for Griffith, goes back to the point. That shot is blocked as they did get it back to Lyford for a shot. Now they come out of the corner. Snapshot deflects off a stick. Now Smith will fire it down low. Heiss and Griffith in the corner. Maddox Heiss tried to get that over to Colton Warren. Warren with one nice move to Heiss. He has a nice look. Goes off the glove of the goaltender Shatney, and then he's able to gobble it up. Maddox Heiss had a good look there on a feed from Colton Warren from the U-32 Raiders. But Garrett Shatney has been very good in this one. Face-off win by U-32. Tedeschi with a quick snapshot, deflected over into the corner. Now they center it again. It's loose in front. It's cleared, though, toward the back of the net. Jacob Amends fires it back down. Again, the defenseman, it goes out of the zone, so they'll have to get it back to Scarata. Scarata around the boards, trying to dig it out was Grenier. It goes to Tedeschi. Tedeschi stops. Swirls, lets a trickling shot go in that went off the pad of Shatney, and it was loose in front. Nobody there, though, for U-32. And that'll be icing. So if the U-32 Raiders do not win this game, how it will play out is basically they're sitting in second place in D2. If they win out the season, and this is their toughest team the rest of the way, if they win out the season, they would finish either first or second, and that means they would basically have home ice for a semifinal if they progress that far. If they lose this one, that puts them in the predicament where the Hartford Hurricanes at 11-3-1 could jump them and be the number 2 seed. And that would mean potentially, and I'm just looking ahead, first of all, top seeds almost never always advance in a D2 tournament. But if it did, it'd mean if they had to play a semifinal and Hartford was above them, that would be a game down at Barwood. So it is a big game for the U-32 Raiders to win this one. Shot from the point from Scarata deflects wide. Centered in front, and the puck is covered up. Head-to-head, U-32 has played Hartford, and that was the exciting 2-1 victory that, I think it was 2-1, but it was here at the Civic Center where they defeated the Hurricanes. But to the game right now, we'll play it out, 3:49, U-32 down by 1, pressing. Vikings go the other way. Puck is stripped away, though, from Giroux. You can see Linden just backing off and playing defense as Rivers Scarata skates in, threw it out front. Wasn't near Maddox Heiss, though. Now Heiss will try to dig it out of the corner. Heiss tries to throw it out front. It's going to be picked up, though, by Linden. They were trying to bank it off the boards, went into their own bench. So we get a whistle with 3:15 to go, third period. It'll be Rossmassler and Manor on the draw. Puck will be thrown down low. Jagerman tried to get to the puck, but it was beaten there for a split second by the Vikings. And now that one banked off the boards right toward the front of the net. And a save by Garrett Shatney. That puck took a strange bounce, came straight off the boards right in front of the net. But there was no one there for U-32. Exactly 3 minutes to go, third period. A little bit early, but we will keep an eye on Henry Lumbra in the U-32 Raider net. As you can tell from our camera angle, our view is, as you enter the Civic Center, we're on the area where you first enter the arena, so we got great vision on what's happening in front of us. Far down the other end of the ice, we're not as close to it, so we'll see Lumbra when he sprints, if he does. And they will call that one too. Neither team has used their timeout. Both coaches, Shane Locke and Jeremy Roberge, have the option to. Puck is trapped up against the boards, but dug out by U-32. They go back to Smith. It's in Smith's skates, but the puck is going to trickle out of the zone. Lyford was trying to get it over to Rossmassler. Here's Stouffer. Stouffer, a nice touch pass, and it's taken right back by Linden. And the Vikings will get a scoring opportunity the other way just when it looked like U-32 was going to have a golden chance. Backhanded in. And it's cleared out. And now here's Hazen. Stouffer's in clean, and he scores! Hazen Stouffer buries it for the U-32 Raiders on a clean breakaway with 2:17 to go. And we are tied at 3 apiece. And this crowd has come alive here at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center. I'm going to try to get the assist on the pass. Hang on. Well, it could get the assist, unfortunately, that got the pass up there, but Stouffer buried it on a clean breakaway. 2 minutes to go. Maddox Heiss over the blue line. Heiss circles, cuts toward the front of the net, and they score! Heiss gets it to Rossmassler, I believe, and Rossmassler buries it with 1:59 to go. Exactly 18 seconds later, the U-32 Raiders, Colton Warren gets the goal, I believe. So Warren gets it from on the beautiful feed. Timeout has been called, so a drastic change in this one. U-32 Raiders, they had a lead early. They led this one 1-0 on the early goal from Callum Davis, but after that they've been playing from behind the entire way, and they come up with 2 goals in 18 seconds, one by Hazen Stouffer and one by Colton Warren. And the fans here are making some noise at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center and on the Linden bench. All you can say is utter disappointment as they were up in this one in the third period. It's not over yet. as we'll see Giroux, Dusek, and Gould out there. And I'm sure on the U-32 bench, they've told somebody to stick like glue to that number 16, wearing number 16 for the Linden Vikings, who has the puck, actually goes off his skate, talking about Adam Dusek. Now breaking in is Rossmassler. He was wide open. He fires a shot, and Shatney comes up with the save. Ty Rossmassler shaking his head a little bit. Could have put U-32 up by 2. But the Raiders' game plan is just keep the puck in the end of the rink that it's at right now, and you'll come away with a W. But hold on, there's 1:40 to go. Puck goes over the stick. Here comes Dusek. Dusek cuts in, cuts toward the front of the net, tries to go 5-hole, and it's covered up by Lumbra. Wow, that was a golden opportunity. Here's another shot that's deflected wide. Shatney is out of the net for Linden. With 1:18 to go, the puck is kept in by Griffith. Extra attacker is out there. Griffith gets around one player. Now here's Tedeschi with the empty net. And Tedeschi fires it down, misses just wide. Smart play, though. He shot it from just inside center ice, so it wasn't icing. Now the other way, 56 seconds to go. Giroux cuts around one player. Shot is blocked. That one goes off Stouffer. Puck is going to go out of the zone. Now here's Scarata going for the empty net. He's going to miss it, and that'll be icing. 42 seconds to go. Face-off will be in the U-32 Raiders zone. Dusek almost tied it up with a move going 5-hole, but Lumbra stayed with him and made a huge save. Timeout. This is from the U-32 bench with 42 seconds to go. I tell you, these games at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center, the boys' ones that I've done have been exciting. I was here on Monday where it looks like U-32 was coasting past Burlington High School. Midway through the third, they led it 4-0, and boom, Seahorses came back, buried 3 goals, pulled their goalie with the final 40 seconds, had another good chance to tie it, and U-32 escaped with the victory by a score of 4-3. We're kind of reversing things this game where the Vikings are up, not with a big lead, but Linden was up in this one 3-1. Raiders come back, though, with 2 quick goals here in this third period. Getting goals from, they actually got 3, but or rather 2. Hazen Stouffer and Colton Warren scoring the 2 goals just 18 seconds apart. And then Ty Rossmassler came in clean, and Shatney made a save on him. 42 seconds ago to be Stouffer and Giroux on the draw. Rossmassler tries to get it out, kept in by the D. Now Scarata fires it around. Puck is in the corner. Rossmassler will get it out of the zone. It's on the stick of Sandville. Vikings will get it in, but U-32 with good control of the puck, and Stouffer is just going to rag some time. Stouffer skating around, doing some circles, 15 seconds to go. Hazen Stouffer doing his best to salt this one away. It's still trapped in his skates. 6 seconds to go. Finally, it's dug out. River Scarata can't get it out. It's forced out front, right in front of the net. Lumbra makes a save, and the game is over right as the puck is on the stick of Ashton Gould. Wow. You can see the U-32 Raiders coming out, celebrating this win. There was time on the clock for that last gasp at it as the puck was centered. You got to give kudos to Hazen Stouffer, who I think he took 18 to 20 seconds off the clock, putting on a skating exhibition in the corner where the Falcons could, I knew I'd say Falcons, where the Vikings could not dig the puck out in front of the net. Exciting one here at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center. And the final score, the U-32 Raiders pick up the victory in an exciting one, Great job by Linden, making it a very exciting game. But the U-32 Raiders win this one by a score of 4-3. With the victory, U-32 goes to 11-2-2 on the season. And with the loss, the Linden Vikings go to 5-8-2 on the season. But based on this one, as we get toward the end of the month, and you're going to be playing a team in the middle of the pack in Division II, I would not want to play the Linden Vikings come playoff time because they gave it their all here at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center. A quick recap of the scoring. U-32 Raiders took a 1-0 lead on a Callum Davis goal in the first period. That was his first varsity goal. But the Vikings came back with a big first period as they got 3 goals, one from Adam Dusek from Giroux, one from Giroux from Zach Griffith, and one from Matei Manor from Ben West. After one period, 3-1 Linden. Raiders got one back in the second period. Brendan Tedeschi scored. And as I mentioned, 2 goals 18 seconds apart, one from Hazen Stouffer and one from Colton Warren late in the third period, gives U-32 the 4-3 victory. Our next broadcast for U-32 hockey is going to be this Saturday. It's a 4:15 start. It's boys hockey action. Jess Hill will have it as the Brattleboro Colonels taking that long trip up I-89 to take on the U-32 Raiders. And again, that's a 4:15 spot broadcast time coming up on Saturday. We want to thank our broadcast crew, Kenneth Brousseau and Sammy Tucker. Once again, our final score, U-32 wins it by a score of 4-3. Good night from the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center.
This has been a local sports video production brought to you by CVTsport.net, your local sports video leader. We'd like to thank our longtime partners, CVTV723.org, Channel 192 and 194, Central Vermont Community Access Television, and Orca Media. Onion River Community Access Television in the greater Montpelier area is media for the people.
My daddy made this. Daddy!